Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Sunday, guys. Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as season. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Sunday, guys. Quick recording. So I'm waiting on a friend to go in to have dinner with, and as I'm sitting in my truck, I got this download to share with you guys. I was going to make it when I get back home, but the conviction was to make it now. For some of you, get ready for double for your trouble. Double for your trouble. Now, this can be in a variety of ways, obviously. So take your scenario, get in where you fit in, and tap in. Okay. So for many chosen people, again, you was thrown some kind of distraction more recently or in the last season. And ultimately, the distraction was truly to keep you from tapping in and being in alignment with this current shift. That distraction could have looked like a person, place, or thing. But at the end of the day, it was demonically sent. Okay? It was never sent. It was never God ordained. However, the enemy packaged it in a way where it truly looked as if it was somehow related to something that God had for your life. And you being the chosen one with a big heart, and you just want to do the right thing, and you want to serve, and you want to help, and you want to do this, that, and the third, right? You took bait. Okay. So on taking that bait, you discovered a lot of truth about the situation. And then you realize that it was never what it was supposed to be. Now, again, you got to take your situation. This can look like a relationship. Bro, she was fine. She was thick, but you didn't test her spirit. Right? She was fine, honey, but she was a whole witch. Right? And just because she spoke about God, kind of sprinkle some spiritual things on there, you really thought like, oh, God sent the one. And she was a whole witch, honey. She was a whole user, honey. She dragged you. Right? This can look like a job that would look very promising, and it just didn't work out. You know, the people didn't appreciate you. This can look like a ministry. You truly wanted to join some type of ministry and really be a help and be a blessing to others. Just to have the people in the ministry who's supposed to be God ordained people, honey, they're gossiping. They already threw you under the bus. Like they all teamed up against you and got you thrown out. So it can be a thousand of scenarios, right? This can look like you married someone. You married someone. I don't know why, but a good sis is popping up in my head. So one of my good sisters who's listening, I don't know who you are, but you either you married him, marriage is popping up. Either you married him, thought about marrying him, or it was a partner, something like that. And this man, honey, when you first met him, honey, he studied you. He studied you. So everything was about God this and God that and God this and God that. Honey, he was a whole warlock. But I mean, everything he said, you know, it was like, oh, God had to send him, honey, because, honey, he would read the scriptures with you at nighttime. Whole time, this man a whole demon, but he studied you, so he knew that he couldn't even be a part of your life unless he sprinkled some holiness on his demonic spirit. Here's the thing. It can be very challenging to accept that you got burned and that you missed the mark this time. The reason why that can be challenging, this is popping up. One of my good brothers, I don't know who you are. I think I got the idea, but I don't know. You can't change her. You can't change her. You can't change her. At the end of the day, we can't change people. But again, that's something that the chosen ones have to learn. And sadly, sometimes that happens through getting burned one too many times. But you have to be careful there. You have to get to the point where Even if you feel like you've been burned one too many times, that you don't get to the point of like, I'm not helping another soul. Just harden my heart, Lord. I am done. We can't do that. We just have to use wisdom, and we have to use discernment. We cannot get our hearts so hardened that we no longer want to be a blessing to people, right? Instead, what we do is we learn from the situation. So next time when when a red flag is raised about something, now you pay more attention, like, this seems too familiar and similar to the last one, right? I'm a firm, oh my God, I rebuke you, B. A bee is on my window. The devil is a lie. I bind you up, bee and familiar spirit. Goodbye. I do not play with insects, honey. Include child. Come over here, you get some holy oil thrown on them. Okay, so we cannot harden our hearts, because what you're going to do is you're going to ultimately lose the blessings that God has for you, because you're blessed to be a blessing. So how can God bless you if you come out with the mindset that that is it, I'm sick of people, I'm sick of these shady mindsets, these dark spirits, once you get to that point, honey, it's like God is like, so back to my good sis, right, that I was talking about when I said, bro, you can't change her. So my good sis, you really felt like you did it right this time. Okay. Maybe it's your second time. Maybe it's the second marriage, and maybe you waited this time. Now these bees messing with these people. Honey, I don't rebuke that bee. Now he went over to the second car and he's freaking those people out. Just don't come back over here, sir. So you felt like you did it the right time. You truly felt like you waited on God this time. You didn't even rush it. You didn't even rush it this time. And this man sit here and went to church with you, honey, and just told you, he's a God ordained man, honey. He's a Christian. He's a this, he's that, he's this, that, and the third. Okay. So you really, really thought that God sent the man. And come to find out, he was a whole warlock. And he dragged you. What did he do? Who knows, right? He cheated. He was a narcissist. He lied. He steal. He scammed. Honey, he was a whole crackhead. Whew, honey, I gotta get inside this building, honey. I'm tripping right now. All right, let me tie all this in together really quickly. So you get the point here. I'm trying to give different scenarios, because we can have different scenarios, but it can all tie into one message. You get what I'm saying here? So I just try to give different examples, because I know some people have a really hard time with perspective, if you will. So even if your situation have not been mentioned, here's the thing. God is about to give you double for your trouble. But please hear me and hear me well. This is more specifically about the people who did things right. Meaning, truly, you kept your heart pure. Truly, you were moving from a pure spirit, and you had pure motives. You weren't doing it to achieve or get something, right? Truly, you really was helping from a place of humanity. Honestly, there was no hiccups or reservations about why you were doing it. You truly was doing it because of your beautiful spirit and your beautiful heart, and you got burned. Now, if you did something to get something, for example, bro, if you paid her rent because she was homeless, and you put her up in a condo for 8 months because she was homeless, and you did it because you know what you know what I'm saying, you know. You had other motives. If she burned you, bro, you're on your own, because God never even sent you. Respectfully. But truly, if this was a single parent who's widowed or whatever, and truly, from a pure spirit, no intentions of wanting anything in return, you truly just wanted to assist and be a great humanitarian, and you got burned, But you kept your heart pure. Get ready, double for your trouble. Double for your trouble, sis. Double for your trouble, bro. Listen. Part of this acceleration in the next season, of course, is about, most of it, all of it is about purpose, calling, destiny moments, destiny seasons, God accelerating us to do great, grand things for the kingdom, because we've passed lower levels, right? Again, many of us are literally taking a college spiritual course. This is the last course, and if we master this course, we're going to be accelerated massively. So a part of this course, we took our final exam. And that final exam was a test. And what we realized during that test is there are more spirits than we probably knew. That we are not as tapped in as we think. Or that there are other spirits at the next level that God had to introduce us to. So within this college course, you're realizing now that you can't even play with discipline from a petty level. It's like you got to get so locked in and so serious, right? You can't play with fasting. So it's like he's increasing all of that in this season. So that last situation that burned you, it happened for a few different reasons. One, the enemy sent you some type of demonic distraction to keep you tied up in some kind of web so you don't be tapped into elevate to the next season. Next, spiritually, you missed it, right? The enemy may have caught you in a season of grief or a very low season. Maybe flesh was too involved. At the end of the day, you missed it. Okay. Next is training. Is to teach you that no matter how much work you put in on this spiritual journey, you still have a long way to go and a lot to learn. So whatever the situation is, God is about to give you double for your trouble. But here's a few tips. We're human, so when you get stung, when you get burned, when you feel like you've been a fool or somebody played you like a fool, it's not a great feeling. When your heart was pure and genuine all the time. Hey, I'm coming in. Sorry guys, I gotta go. When your heart was genuine all the time, it's not a good feeling. Now, when you had ulterior motives and you feel like I'm gonna do this to get this, that, and the third, then you can kind of eat that a little differently. Like, you know what? I mean, I got burned, but at the end of the day, I was trying to do this anyway, right? But when your heart was pure, it's not a good feeling when you get burned. However, you must change the perspective. It had to happen. So we be focused too much on the how it happened, right? Because again, as chosen ones, we focus on the how. Like, how could you do this? Like, they did it this way. We focus on but I could have never done that. I could never sit here and hurt or harm or this, that, and the third a great person. So we keep thinking people are like us. So we get all entangled on the how it happened. How could you be so heartless? How could you be so cruel? Like, God, like, really? Right? We get caught up there. But we have to change the perspective. It's not about how it happened. We need to focus on why it happened. It happened to teach you a lesson. Right? Anything that have taught you a lesson, there is no time lost. Personally, I'm a firm believer. I know a lot of people feel different, and that's okay. A lot of people feel like they've missed time. Like, if they've been, like, let's say they've been in a horrible relationship for 5 years, just saying, horrible marriage. And then they feel like, oh my goodness, I've wasted 5 years of my life. That's not me. Because what I do is I take everything and then I apply it to the next. So if you learn from it, you really didn't waste time. You only waste time if you don't learn from something and then you're recycling the same pain. See, I'm not going to go through the same pain twice. I'm going to learn from the first time. And then I'm going to take notes and keep it in my mind for the second time, and so on. But get ready, guys. Please, whatever you do, don't block your blessings. Ask God to help you to process this thing and release it. Remove anything that's associated with it. That can be a number of things. You just get in where you fit in, right? Remove anything that's associated with it because it's going to keep you tied into the situation spiritually, right? Understand that everybody will not respect your cries. So if you're, I don't know, having conversations with your friends or with, I don't know, maybe a person's family, and then they're not receiving you or trying to understand the hurt. And listen, friends of a feather flock together. That's their mindset as well. Especially with narcissists and flying monkeys. Narcissists have a tendency of turning the flying monkeys in a way where the flying monkeys is now looking. Honey, don't even worry about that. Just understand that God is showing you something for a reason. Release every single thing and every single spirit that can be attached to that thing. If not, you're going to keep recycling the same hurt, the same pain. Release it all. Learn from the situation. Release it all. Forgive and release. Don't return, and move forward. When you move forward, it's going to blow your mind that God is going to give you double for your trouble. Why is God going to give you double for your trouble? Because for one, you learn. So now he can trust you with more because now you learn. You won't repeat the same mistake. Hopefully. Next, he saw your pure intentions. He knew you were, again, this is for people who had pure intentions. He knew you were moving from a heart posture. God blesses our intent. He'll deal with the people who burned you, but he blesses your intent. So because you have a heart to serve and a heart to do the right thing and a heart to reach people, he's going to keep blessing you more and more so you pass your test. Don't stay stuck. A lot of people get stuck. You know, someone had asked me this question on Friday. We were having a conversation. And she was like, Kizzy, I just feel like it's like you keep moving. You keep if I get hit, I stay down for like years, and you get up and you keep moving. Absolutely, you must. You can't give anybody. I don't care who it is. You can't stay down. Most people that, probably all, right? People that you know and you really see them like moving along and like we may even inspire, like people that we inspire, that they kind of motivate us and we want to learn from, and they teach us certain things, like people who are on much more grand platforms and things like that. Have a conversation with these people. They'll tell you they've been hit 1,000,000 times. The key is you get hit, you get up, and you keep it moving. Take another hit. If you got to crawl, honey, get your Bengay, get whatever you need. But you got to get up. You got to get up. People get stuck and stagnant and they stay in quicksand because they take a hit and they don't get up. Guys, I got to go. They don't get up. Get up, bro. Get up, sis. This is the time. It's our season. I understand that hit hurt. I understand you truly wanted to do the right thing. I understand they were ungrateful. I understand they burned you. I understand you missed the mark this time. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But there's no way in the world, as a chosen one, we should be the ones sitting down in this sunken place because people don't appreciate us and people don't. Who cares? Who cares? That's why these people stay having to call you. They stay recycling the same level of pain, of poverty, etc., etc., because that is their mindset. That is their dark, wicked spirit. Don't allow someone to afflict you so bad that you can't get up. The devil is a liar. This is the season, but you got to get moving. Get up out that bed. Put your lashes on. Bro, go get the fresh lineup. Get up. Don't forget who you are. Remember who you were before that person took your self-esteem. You are a chosen one. You don't chase, you attract. But don't let this mishap get you caught up in the mindset of feeling like a fool. That's where they want to keep you at. But get up. Because once they realize how God blesses your life, they're going to now try to attach themselves to your new season. The best revenge is leveling up. Point blank, period. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.